Wow, Jesus, sorry guys, I think my microphone just blew up in your ears. Oh, hold on, my battery's about to die. Be right back. Alright, here we go. Good to go now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, time for the 2065 SCS, featuring the Texas Rangers representing the National League. They beat the Minnesota Twins in 7 games after being down 3-1. They swept the Reds. They swept the Cubs. They're on a, 11-game winning streak now? On the other hand, the White Sox started off by sweeping the Padres, then took out the Hops in a decently close series, but nothing the Rock. Holy fuck, I'm doing the wrong team. It's going to be a long night, fellas. The Rockies swept the Indians. Then they had a decently close series versus Portland. They had a slobber knocker versus the White Sox. They could have probably won in 4, or the White Sox could have won in 7. It was a crazy series. And so they meet the freshly rested Rangers in the SCS. Kiefer looking for his question mark 4th ring? 3rd, 4th ring? I want to say it's 3 or 4. Texas Sam looking for his 1st in the sky. Let's get right into it. We're going to sim hopefully 4 games normally, and then once the elimination games come, we will go to live games. Hopefully that doesn't happen in Game 4. GMs are allowed to make swaps post Game 4. I have instructions from Sam. And Kiefer, unless he has injuries, so let's pray for no injuries so we can get this baby. Well, we're going to get it done tonight. I want to get it done tonight because I want the Shaboos tomorrow. And plus I got cards at my mom's on Sundays, and that would interfere with the sim time. So here we go. Sodoma 2-0 with a 4.24 ERA. Hoffmeister 0-1 also with a 4.24 ERA. Interesting. Background's all set up. Okay, we're cooking. Off we go. There it is, baby. Alright, we're gonna go a little faster than we normally do. I hate to go at 60 speed because I feel like it's too fast, but I really want to get these games done tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not the highest energy I've ever been, so I don't want this to drag on for like 2 hours and me falling asleep calling the live games. We don't want that. No, no, no. One sec. Okay, here we go. It's already the 5th inning. We have no score, 3 hits apiece, 2 errors for the Rockies, which have not been of any consequence so far. Continue on the scoreless streak here. Bottom of the 6th, Liam Olin with a 1-out double. And that will score Holtree and open the scoring in the SCS. Mesa doubles in Martinez. So let's slow it down here. As we're into the 8th inning. 2-0 Texas trailing. Nothing for Texas in the top half. Bottom half of the 8th for Colorado. Looking for insurance here. Nothing doing for insurance. Top of the 9th. Texas about to have their 11-game winning streak snapped. I also don't think they've been shut out this entire postseason. Bet good money on that. Closer E.J. Rombo into the game for Colorado. I think this might be his 11th save. Should he convert? And I believe that may actually tie the record. I'll have to take a look. He gets the first out in Troy Skinner. Jeff Graff strikes out swinging. The catcher Rojas. I believe that's Mendy Rojas. It's the last chance. Put it in the books. A 2-0 pitcher's duel. But also a bit of a bullpen duel. Both bullpens doing pretty good. Colorado will take game number 1. Let's take a look at that. That is the 11th save. Let's save the game first. Alright, let's have a look here. What are we looking for? Reports and info. No. League history. Yeah, single season and career records. Okay, so we want to go postseason at single postseason pitching saves. Yeah, 11 to 2064 last season by Wade Paulson. I thought so. E.J. Rombo has tied the record for saves in a postseason. Obviously, if you're a Colorado fan, you hope he breaks that because that means Colorado wins more games. Paulson last season broke Emmett Went and Mike Verdon. Ooh, Mike Verdon, what a throwback. He broke their records. All right, on to game number 2. Cantu versus Echevarria. Cantu 3-1 with a 3.8 ERA. Echevarria 1-0 with a 5.91 ERA. Not the hottest ERA out there. cooking with game number 2. I went and got myself a hot chocolate, and the irony is that it is too hot. W. No, that's not W. That's W. C. Mosher with a 2-run jack. Texas is on the board. They're not waiting around this time, but a leadoff triple for Colorado may answer back. Quickly 2 outs, though. That they're not going to cash in a lead-off triple. Oh, boy. Troy Skinner has left the game with an injury. Oops. What am I doing here? Clicking the wrong buttons. A collision at a base. Oh, no. That's usually never good. Be bad more than it's oh, yep. Fractured wrist. That will be the end of Troy Skinner's SCS. Dan Gamble gets Colorado on the board with the solo bolo. Ackermace with a 2-out double. Get cashed in, though. W.C. Mosher singles in Mong and Graff. It's 4-1 for Texas. Ooh, this is a banger. They were just de-rusting from those long layoffs. Bases jacked and stacked with nobody out for Texas. A huge moment if Colorado can shut them down. Oh, they cannot. 6-1 for the Rangers as Ratana singles in Quixote and Santos. Texas with a stranglehold on game number 2. Seven to 1. Oh, it's not Mendy, it's Morandi. Rojas, my bad. Just gonna keep this one rolling here, as it looks like this game is gonna go into the books unless Colorado has a couple of innings of magic left in them. Bottom of the 9th, Javon Walker makes it a 4-run game. Solo bolo. Need more of those. Loser comes into the game after another home run. It's not a... Oh, it is a save situation. Yeah, it's a 3-run difference. So, Maganis will pick up the 2-out save, I believe. No, it wasn't a save situation, huh? They didn't pitch the whole inning, right? Wait, how was that not a save? He give up a run? He might have given up a run, that's why. Regardless, Cantu, Mosher, and Ratana. Texas looks closer than it was. Some late runs by the Rockies made it look respectable, but Texas will not enough, so we will not have a sweep in the SCS. Game number 3. Oh, forgot that I've got to switch between NL and AL. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. I got it figured out, I promise. Just messaging Kiefer. Let him know he's going to be able to make some changes. Sam said he would be out, but he gave me some backups. I think he might be here. The hot chocolate is drinkable. It is sippable. Ah, yep, just sippable. Okay, Sam's here, so he can make any changes after game 4. Like, he can just DM me. I'm positive Kiefer will just say as long as he has no injuries, he's good to go. But we'll see what shakes out. Right now we have a deadlock on a piece, essentially making this a best of 5. Looking like we've got the start of a potential pitcher's duel here. Game 3. Oh my goodness. Iker Mesa gets caught stealing at third after a double. Woof. We got through 2 games in like 10 minutes. I probably don't need to go this fast. We'll slow it down to make it more watchable. Got to sacrifice moving a runner into scoring position. Colorado here in the top of the 6th, but they cannot convert. No runs and 2 hits apiece. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Texas with a 1-out single and a steal. Quixote's in scoring position. Santos reaches on an error and Mosher singles. Oh boy. Galvez strikes out swinging. It's not an unearned run yet. No, the run is not unearned. That is an earned run, I believe. Yes, it is for Julian Lewis. So Texas takes a late lead. Top of the 7th, leadoff walk for Baileveld. They go to Maganis. Magayan. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Maganis. That's what I'm going to call it. And Holtree grounds into a double play. Oh, excuse me. And Walt Liniger picks them up and scores Liam Wallem. The game is tied. Oh, I tried to stifle that yawn, but it didn't work. Watford into the game to pitch for Colorado. Jeff Graff swinging top of the 8th. JC Cruz with a pinch hit home run. puts Colorado on top late. 2-1. Are you kidding me? Pinch hit home run for J.C. Cruz. Incredible. Get Mesa grounding into a double play to end the inning. Texas now goes to the bottom of the 8th, trailing by 1. They have a lot of bats in this lineup that can change that with one swing. Hugo Santos hit a shitload of bombs in the last series. I don't think he's been that hot. Cooled off a touch for sure. Nothing can do. Colorado's last chance to add insurance. Leadoff man aboard. It's Baileveld. He's been so hard to get out all postseason. I was just about to say, Holtry has hit some huge home runs for the Rockies this postseason, and he hits another one. 4-1. That's 2 runs of insurance. 3, actually. It's now 4-1. Bullpen cannot get the job done. They bring in Max backs to stop the bleeding to give themselves a small chance here. The bottom of the 9th. Oh, shit. We're not stifling that one. Carson gets caught stealing at second. Go to the bottom of the 9th. The closer, Rombo, in for his record-breaking 12th save, but Galvez leads off with a double. Rotano walks. The tying run comes to the plate, and Hansel Mong, he grounds into a double play. That brings up the light-hitting catcher Mirandi Rojas, not known for the bat, and he ends the game, and E.J. Rombo sets the record for post-inning saves with 12. E.J. Rombo. God, he doesn't look sexy at all. He had 33 saves in only 54 innings of work this year. The 36-year-old free agent signed for $1.4 million. How much fucking... Does he... Okay, he's actually been pretty good, but he's been a starter, right? Yeah, he was a starter for a really part of his career, so that's where he's racked up some of the WAR, but... what a postseason for the ancient one, 36-year-old Rombo setting the record. Save. I gotta save. Chris Riggs, Lewis, and J.C. Cruz with that pinch hit home run was the winning run. Rombo also hasn't given up a run at all. He is 12 for 12, has not given up a single run, with a pristine 0.00. Repeating, of course, ERA. Alright, Game 4, Cahill Hess versus Jalen Lance. Colorado up 2-1. Texas needs this one at home or they've got to go on the road. Win out. Get cooking. What the fuck is that GIF eggs? Some kid drinking a bunch of beers. Carson Snow doubles in Santos and Quixote singles. It's 2-0. Just what the doctor ordered if you're a Rangers fan. Sorry, I had to tab out for a second and do something. Chrome updated and fucking logged me out of literally every website I've ever been to. It feels so bad. Been aboard here for Colorado in the top of the 6th. Yeah, sorry, I had some shit pop up on my other screen I had to deal with and fucking figure out my password for a website I haven't had to physically log into in 19 years probably. Colorado did load up the bases. But nothing cooking from it. Texas gets the first 2 guys aboard here on the 6th. In the bottom of the 6th. Carson Snow again. And Ratana doubles behind him. It's 4-0 now for Texas. 5-0 as it looks like we're probably going to go to a best of 3. Still 9 outs for the Rockies to make some shit happen, but looking like we are guaranteed not to go live until Game 6. But Rockies can come out of nowhere. Nothing for the Rockies in the top of the 8th. Texas last chance to add more. And so Mong leads off with a double. Finally gets Snow out. I guess he was 2 for 4. That's the second out. Coyote grounds out. Runner moves to 3rd. Ratana. No can do. Here we go. Top of the 9th. Jim Wallum to lead things off. He grounds out. Linegar. That will do it. 1, 2, 3 inning. Colorado gets shut out. Oh boy. Jalen Lance, Carson Snow, and Cahill Hess, your players of the day. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. Put up the cover, and then yeah, short break. We'll be back in like less than 5 minutes while I sort out. Kiefer hasn't gotten back to me, but I know he would just say if he has no injuries, he'd be good to go. Actually, I think he might have actually said that to me. So, and Sam has given me instructions, so we'll be back in 5-ish. All right, we are good to go. Completion of the SCS begins right fucking now, boys. 2-2, we've got a best of 3. Colorado Rockies hold home field advantage. They will send out Benton Hoffmeister, the 32-year-old longtime Rocky. How much WAR does this guy have? Only 42 R WAR and 34 WAR. Wait, he's only pitched that many seasons? Jesus, I just burped in your ear. Excuse me. The Ugly is his nickname. Yikes. Henry Sodoma will pitch for the Rangers. Rangers 6-3 on the road. Rockies 7-3 at home. Here we go. I gotta change it again. There we go. Texas out to a 2-run lead. It's Hugo Santos with a 2-run jack. Reapers in my next door neighbor's yard. Trying to listen to the play-by-play for free. It's not how we roll, son. It's exclusively for Sky members only. Ichabod Majerus with a solo bolo in the bottom of the first that I missed. While I was closing my window. That will cut the lead down 1. Uh-oh. What a terrible time for this to happen. No more changes left to be made in the postseason. Benton Hoffmeister goes down while pitching. The survey says, I guess it's probably irrelevant. He's probably done. It's game 5. He's not going to pitch again. Forearm soreness, he's fine. But yeah, his stamina is at 14%. He has Tostitos. And so in the top of the 3rd inning, after only 2 1/3, it's now a bullpen day for the Rockies. It's been a fairly low-scoring affair, other than 1 game, so I think the Rockies bullpen should be fairly rested up. Let's see if they can manage to snag win at home. Behind the 8 ball here as they're down 2-1 off the hop. Majerus walks and advances on a wild pitch, and Iker Mesa singles him in a wild pitch already from Texas, from Sodoma. The game is tied. Poultry walks with 2 away, making it 1st and 2nd for Wollum. He strikes out swinging, though, but the game is tied. Now I'm going to let this hot chocolate sit for too long. Cold. Liniger leads off with a single and steals second base. Strikes out swinging. Martinez cashes him in. And the Rockies have a lead, but they've got a long way to walk it in. Got 4 more innings from the bullpen. With a potential 13th save lined up for Rombo. That's not going to do the trick, though. Jeff Graff leads off the top of the 5th with a solo bolo. As the game up at 3 apiece. Galvez with a 2-out single and a stolen base. Santos walks as they pitch around him for Mong, who strikes out looking. Of this Texas lineup extremely dangerous. Ooh, another banger. Probably the last one we're going to listen to here. This Game 6 is guaranteed to be live. And potentially Game 7. Go ahead run from Carson Snow. He has come out of nowhere to heat up. Randy Rojas singles and Cajones. It's 5-3. The bullpen can't do it. Cortana doubles in. Texas up 6-3. 7-3. Santos with a home run. It's 9-3. 6 runs in the 6th inning to go to the 6th game in Texas with a chance to win it all at home. Game's not over yet, but 6 runs. Bit of a tall task, especially because odds are Texas is not done scoring. Nice. Gonna keep it on 40 speed though. We're gonna go to Game 6 live in Texas, no matter what. Oh no, the last thing you want, another injury for the Rockies, bruh. Just said he was good to go because he has no injuries. Dan fucking Gamble, excuse me, injured while throwing the ball. And that is a sore shoulder, one-time week. Moderate throwing means he probably can't play the field. I mean, maybe he probably can, but it's risky. Eighth inning, still a 6-run lead for Texas. Two-minute board here for Colorado. Bases jacked and stacked with only 1 down for Stanton Rosenberg. This is their chance. Strikes out swinging Majerus, who's had a pretty good postseason all around. He grounds out. Feels like that was probably the best chance they had to get this game within striking distance. Get nothing. One away in the 9th, 2 away in the 9th. 3 away in the 9th. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in and strap on, because it's time for Game 6 of the SCS. Oh, god damn it, my stupid Spotify thing's in the way. Santos, Graf, and Galvez, your players of the day. Come on, Spotify, get the fuck out of the way. Thank you. Pop-up thing is right over where the save game is. The series score should be in a correct spot. I think we fixed this last season. Yeah, that looks about right. Why does it look like it's not centered, though? Close to centered whatsoever. Oh my god, it's not. There's probably a reason it's not centered. We'll just leave it for now. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, live Game 6 coming on up. Got Menudo Echeverria looking to save the season. 5.5 ERA up against a 4-1 Rafaelo Cantu. Free agent signing at the beginning of this year. $38 million. $42 million next year. Worth every goddamn penny if you win the big one. Here we go. Should all be AI. Look at that. Texas advantage per the AI. Go to positions. Same thing. Boy, the game is loving Texas here. Got an on fire Javon Walker and an on fire Hugo Santos. No shit. All right. Good luck. Off we go. Yeah, there's no reason that shouldn't be centered. Why it's not is absolutely beyond me. Put it up a little further. Oh. Doesn't interfere. 533. That is looking pretty good right there, I will say. No, that looks terrible. Way too high. Good enough. Okay. Game 6. Rafael Cantu, 4-1, as we said. 27 2/3 innings pitched. Giving up 27 hits, 10 runs, 6 walks, 17 Ks for 3.25 ERA. Stanton Rosenberg leading off with a 216 average and a 664 OPS. Does hit lefties, obviously better than righties, but, excuse me, struggled a bit in this postseason. Here we go, Game 6 of the 2065 SCS. First pitch. Rosenberg up the middle, that's going to make its way through. Colorado with a lead-off runner aboard. Iker Mesa, just shy of an 800 OPS and a couple home runs to his name in this postseason. Rosenberg runs pretty well. There we go, sacrifice right back to the pitcher. First out, that'll bring up Ichabod Majerus. 850 OPS. 3 homers and 11 ribs to his name. That is going to sneak by the shortstop. Here comes the throw from center field. And it is cut off as they... Wow, they cut it off! Don't get the guy at home. They easily had the guy at second. And that is an early run as Rosenberg crosses the plate. Javon Walker sporting a 1265 OPS. Mamma mia. This season versus lefties and 127 at-bats, this man had a 1,156 OPS. He hits lefties very well. Shoots one into the right field side. That's going to drop. We're going to have another play at the plate. Here comes the throw. Thinks about it for about 5 seconds. Throw to second and the cutoff guy, and it's 2-0 for Colorado. Wallum now, 814 OPS as well. That's into right, but Santos should have room to grab it. He does. Runner tags, but don't think he's going to go, and he doesn't. Well, Liniger, 722 OPS. He's had a few big hits. That is a liner right to his counterpart at shortstop to end the inning. So Colorado strikes first. They're up 2-0, giving Menudo Echevarria a lead. Echevarria 1-1, 26 in the third, 32 hits, 16 runs, 11 walks to 23 Ks. 5.47 ERA this postseason. Not good, Bobby. Not good. I accidentally hit the button, so I don't know who the fuck is leading off. It's Jeff Graff with a leadoff 4-pitch walk. Not what you like to see. Graff pretty decent on the base path. Here's Quixote. Quixote had a 965 OPS this season versus right-handed hitters. A 4 dingers, 9 ribbies, and a 780 OPS. Runner goes. Here's the throw. Not in time. Jeff Graff steals second base. Quixote goes down swinging. That'll bring up Santos on fire right now. 10 home runs, 19 ribs, and a 1,042 OPS to his name. Shoots one over the first baseman. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder. Runner had to hold to make sure it wasn't caught, so we've got first and third with 1 away. And W.C. Mosher, 6 homers, 16 ribs, 1,030 OPS. He has been quietly probably the second best hitter on this team. On the ground, this could be 2. They go to first. They go to second, and they cannot get the lead runner. They get the trailing runner, but Hugo Santos hustles it out, and that allows a runner to score. Texas is on the board. Here's Galvez. He's got 4 dingers and an 889 OPS. The little dribbler on the ground to first should be easily out number 3. And it is. So Texas claws one back. Go to the top of the second. Leon Martinez to lead off the catcher. He's sporting an 812 OPS. Boy, everybody on Colorado is hitting. Lifted into center. That is going to drop in front of Hansel Mong out there. For lead off single. Little SKY single. Mitch Carson now. Yeah, this is the Mitch Carson story. He is elite with the glove. He can run really well, but his bat, especially postseason time, it seems like, just disappears into the ether. Batting 179. That's a tailor-made to second for 1 to first for 2. And there it is, proving me right immediately for a double play. Dan Gamble, the 9-hitter, got that injury to his throwing arm, stays in the game. It's the SCS, baby. 640 OPS from your 9-hitting center fielder isn't awful. Great either. Easy fly ball out to Santos. Ends the top of the second. Oh, we need more hot chocolate. More. Look at that middle infield. Look at the defense up the middle. Carson, 80 shortstop. Linegar, 80 second base. Gamble, 80 center field. That's incredible. Then there's Leon Martinez, which, I guess it shows catcher arm for the live game, but he's a pretty decent defensive catcher too. So defense up the middle, absolutely as good as you can get for the Rockies. Leading off the bottom of the second for Tana, batting 318. Lead things off here. Shoots it over to third. Should easily be out number 1. Is Bob Segra playing for the injured Skinner. 16 at bats, but he has only 2 hits to his name. Welcome to the show, kid. Lifts one into the left, but didn't get enough of it. Out number 2. Hansel Mong with the 732 OPS. Hard on the ground to second. Linegar snags it up. Out number 3. Top of the third. Back to the top of the lineup for Rosenberg. 1 for 1 today. A shot into right field. Hustling for Santos. Decides not to dive for it this early in the game. You don't want to give up a double. But Rosenberg leads off with a single again. Here's Mesa. He walked his last time up. No, he sacrificed. Here he goes again for the sacrifice, but this time he botches it. And flies out officially to the pitcher on a botched bunt. Rosenberg stays at first. Here's Majerus. That is a full count walk. Let's check the pitch tracker on that one. Yeah, that was definitely high and outside. That brings up Javon Walker, who's been eating lefties for breakfast this postseason. That is on the ground. It could be 2. They go to second for the lead runner. They can't double up Walker, so it's first and third with 2 away for Liam Wallum. 0 for 1 today. And he strikes him out. The fastball on the bottom right-hand corner. What a pitch. A splitter that caught the bottom right of the zone. Beautiful. Javaria back on the mound. Leading off number 9 hitter Randy Rojas. A 700 OPS for your 9-hitting catcher is not terrible at all. That's high and deep. He got a hold of it. Is it enough? It is. It's into the seats. Randy Rojas has tied the game with a solo bolo in the bottom of the third. That'll bring it back around to Jeff Graff now. Hard on the ground to first, easily grabbed for out number 1. Here's Cajote. He's 0 for 1. Another play to the first baseman. Flips to the pitcher. Ooh, it's a little bit sussy there, but great grab by Echevarria for the second out. Brings up Santos. He's 1 for 1. Hard on the ground to the shortstop for the first in time. So 1-2-3 inning after the solo bolo. Bring up Walt Linegar to the plate. So for 1 on the day. Over to his counterpart at second. Wrapped up easily for out number 1. Yeah, Martinez. He watches a ball. Let's take a look at the tracker on that one. That one might have caught a bit of the zone. I know it's probably really hard for you guys to see, but that one caught a little bit of the zone. Close call. Goes in the way of Rockies. Unfortunately, Leon Martinez is the catcher, and he's a terrible runner. No surprise there. Here's Mitch Carson. The walking double play. That one sneaks under the glove of the shortstop. A little floater that just died as it hit the dirt and went under the glove of the diving shortstop. Quixote not able to pick it up. Not an error, though. That'll bring up Dan Gamble with 1 away. That's ripped. That's going to go into the gap. It bounces high in the wall and goes straight to the ground. There's 1 across the plate. Throw to the cutoff man is way too far wide, and a second run will score. It's 4-2 for the Rockies. Dan Gamble, the number 9 hitter, is coming up big here in this game. Rosenberg, high and deep, headed for the pen, gone. I'm not sure whose bullpen that is out there, but that's a 4-run inning. A 2-run bomb from Rosenberg. Cantu is out of the game. Oh boy, and they bring in Aaron Rawlings. 1-0 with 3 2/3 innings pitched. 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks for a 12.27 ERA. Iker Mesa. Ay, ay, ay. Little dribbler. Pitcher has to handle it. Goes to first in time. Bob Majerus now. Nobody on the base pass and 1 away. He goes down swinging. Nope, that was 2 away. That'll end the inning, but not before a 4-banger. Rosenberg with a big 2-run blast, and Mitch Carson setting up. After I called him out for having no bat, the little squeaker that got through. W.C. Mosher to lead off. Ripped. Does it have the no? Got too much topspin on that one, and it just rolled down into the glove of Iker Mesa down there. Sounded good off the bat, but didn't have the distance. That deep, deep cave over there in right field. I still don't think it would have went, even if that wasn't there, but that is something to note. This outfield wall is fucking janky as hell. What am I looking at, man? This has to be the jankiest fucking ball field I've seen. John Galvez with 1 down. Goes down swinging for out number 2, Gabriel Oratana. Takes a pitch inside to out walk. Brings up Seagra, again, the backup third baseman. Hit and run. That one's going to sneak under the glove. Rounding second and heading for third. Looks like the Rockies were caught a little off guard on this 2-out hit and run. We got runners on the corners for Hansel Mong. Center fielder. Bottom of the order, keep delivering. Mong lifts it into left. That is going to go right into the glove. It stayed in the air just enough to be a frozen rope into the left fielder's glove. That is Galvez out there. I thought it had a chance to drop. Rawlings back out to pitch to Javon Walker. He rips one. That's going to go into the gap. Santos had a terrible jump on it. Walker is going to stand up at second base with a lead-off double. Wallum now. On the ground to first. That's going to sneak under the glove. Here comes the play at the plate. Cut off. Why cut off and throw to home? That makes no fucking sense. 7-2 for the Rockies. There's a strikeout for Rawlings. 1 out, Leon Martinez. Wallem still sitting at second base. That is a walk to make it first and second for Mitch Carson. In this situation last inning. No way! Wow! I thought he actually hit a home run, dude. After I called him out for his anemic hitting, he puts one that definitely would have been out in most ballparks. Back against the wall, Santos makes the catch. And the curse of the cave in Texas costs Mitch Carson the 3-run bomb. Rockies still lead by 5, though. Gamble up the middle, make that 6. This one's getting silly. Last game was 9-3 for Texas. We're on pace for one of those. We're going to sort of speed through here, as it's looking like Game 7's on the books here. Whoa! Okay. That'll end the inning 8-2. We're going to go pretty fast and see if the Texas Rangers have any fight to put up here. Rojas grounds out. Here's Graff. Shoots one hard over to Carson at shortstop. He's got a good arm. In time. Nice throw by Carson. Route number 2. Here's Cajote. Lifted into right, but got way under that one. That's going to easily be out. Number 3. 1-2-3 inning. For Echevarria. That's 5 for him. In line for the dub. Rawlings stays in the game. Might as well now. Leave your mop-up guy in here. Plus your team does something magical. Jarris grounded to third. That sneaks through. Just finds the hole between short and third. That'll be it for Rawlings. Phil Christian into the game. For the... Wait, is this guy submarine? This guy a submarine pitcher? No, okay, it's just a weird delivery. Grounded to short. They go to second for 1, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the 6th. I think Texas needs to turn it on right here. Meat of the order. You need a couple runs to get you back in this game, or else you can probably put this one in the books. Leadoff walk. Santos will bring up W.C. Mosher. He's 0 for 2. On the ground, this is Taylor made. A second for 1 to first for 2. What? Okay. What? Watch this throw, baby. Behind the head. The hook shot throw to second. Boy, Wilt would be proud of that one. That's a high fly ball, deep to right, but the cave might eat this one. No, it's just over the wall. A solo shot for Galvez. They're within 5. Ratana. 2 outs. Can they keep things going? They do get 1. Ratana, a little dribble. He runs really well. Pitcher throws to first, not in time. A 2-out bloop single for Gabriel Ratana. He's up Seagra, though. He's 1 for 2 on the day. The backup third baseman. There goes the runner. The throw. Safe. I don't agree, and I don't get it. You're down by 5, but I guess you want to manufacture as many as you can. Ratana practically guaranteed to steal a base. No catchers in this league. Very few catchers who have a chance of throwing him out. Here's Seagra. Can he cash him in? That's going to be ripped into left. Ratana's going to round third and head for home. He's easily going to score with those legs. Seagra heading for second. Lagging it out. Slides in. And a 2-out double makes it 8-4. A homer, a walk, a stolen base, a double. They're within the salami spread. That's it for Echevarria. Edward Stanley into the game. This is a former Cascade. 1-0, 14 innings, 16 hits, 8 runs, 3 walks, 12 Ks, 5 earned run average. The 8-hitter Hansel Mong comes to the plate. Backup third baseman Seagra getting the job done. Mong goes down swinging. But the Rangers add 2 and get within striking distance. That's what they needed. Now they've got to keep this a 4-run game. Phil Kristen, I don't know if this is the guy to do it, but he's got the 6, 7, and 8 guys up. Walt Liniger will lead off. High fly ball into left. Out number 1. Catcher Martinez. On the ground to third. Not scored an error. Seagra does it with the bat, but it sneaks by him. Not really sure how that wasn't scored. an error on Seagrib, but that allows Martinez on the base pass for Mitch Carson. We saw this before. Carson, this is tailor-made. They just go and get Carson at first. They can't get Martinez. He doesn't really run that well, so he's not really a threat to score. There's a single in the outfield, but you never know. We've seen catchers hustle it out. Dan Gamble, the 9-hitter. Fly ball in foul territory. Oh my God. Well, that's E3. W.C. Mosher just boneheads it, and it rolls out of his glove. Can Gamble make him pay with a second life? On the ground to third. Seagra's got this one over to first. The error is of no consequence, luckily for the Rangers. All right, same thing. Ooh, did we get to take me to the ball game? I like how there's an OOTP 23 bleacher just up here, just randomly. OOTP 23. Nice. No take me out to the ball game. I'm pissed. We carry on. I need more hot chocolate. Got a warm chocolate now. For Randy Rojas to lead things off, he's got a solo bolo today. Edward Stanley into the game. Has been dealt a 4-run lead here. Rojas lifts one into left, but got under it. That'll be out number 1. Top of the lineup for Jeff Graff. On the ground, back to Stanley. Over to first in time for out number 2, Quixote. 0 for 3 on the day. You need this guy to wake up and wake up now. That might do it. Deep to center, but no. Oh, a jumping grab out in center field by Gamble. His arm is gimped. His throwing arm is gimped, but his glove arm isn't. Great grab to end the inning. Top of the 8th, Phil Kristen. That's on the ground to short. Out number 1, Iker Mesa. Outside for ball 4. Brings up Ichabod Majerus. There goes the runner. The throw. Okay. Well then. Pretty sure you could throw back to the catcher and back to second. That was not even close. Even my fat ass could have threw that guy out. Out number 2. And he walks Majerus. That'll be the end of the day. Jim Hovekamp. 1-0, 15.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 5 walks, 14 Ks for a 1.15 ERA. Best pitcher we've seen from the bullpen for Texas so far. Javon Walker comes up with the man on and 2 away. Got under it, lazy fly ball to left field, out number 3. 6 outs remain for the Rangers before they've got to hit the road. We need some magic. Middle of the lineup coming up again. Hugo Santos to lead things off. Goes down swinging on a filthy looking changeup. Oh, number 1, W.C. Mosher 0 for 3 today. That is lifted. Did he get under it too much? It's heading for the bullpen, and it's gone! Mosher with a solo bolo, and Texas is within 3. That'll bring up Galvez, the rookie, who's had a pretty good playoffs to go with a pretty good 60-some-odd games he played. A shot into right field. It's going to drop in front. Galvez with a 1-out single. Wait, he heads for second. Wow, he hustles. He catches Iker Mesa sleeping on his feet. He absolutely burns ass and makes it to second. That's hustle. That's what you want to see from your young players. That brings up Ratana. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Grounder to second. That's going to move the other runner to third. Wow. Ratana almost beat out that throw. You cannot mishandle the ball for a millisecond when that guy's running down the base paths. 2 away. Galvez sits on third base for Seagra. He's 2 for 3. On the ground, deep in the hole, and it just slides under the second baseman's glove. The seeing eye single makes it 8-6. And now, believe it or not, the tying run is at the plate in Hansel Monga. The 8-hitter. He's got 3 home runs this postseason. Edward Stanley stays in the game. They want him to get this third out. Mong, hard hit into center field, but got too much of it. Gamble is able to haul it in. But Colorado gets within striking distance. Hovakamp now looking to keep it a 2-run game. 5-hitter Liam Wallum to lead off. On the ground to third, Seager hustles in. He's got a great arm. Throw to first. Not in time. Not in time. So a leadoff infield single for Liam Wallum. That brings up Lineker. He's 0 for 4 on the day, though. Strike him out. Throw him out, baby. That's the big leagues. And that is 2 outs. Another shot in the arm for the Rangers. Catcher Martinez now with 2 down, nobody on. Little dribbler to the pitcher. Hovakamp goes to first. Here we go. The Rangers have the magic. I believe it's 9-1-2. It is Mirandy Rojas. No pinch hitter. I hate it. EJ Rombo. He's got 12 saves. The record already. Looking to add a 13th to his name. He hasn't given up a run in 10 innings. Excuse me. 5 hits, no runs, 5 walks, 8 Ks, a 0.00 ERA. But Randy Rojas has a solo bolo this game. Hello? Okay. Rojas lifted into left and just got under it a bit too much, hauled in by Galvez. Out. Oh, sorry, Wallum now playing left field. Galvez is on the other fucking team. My apologies. Jeff Graff. With one way, he's 0 for 3 today. On the ground to second. 2 away. That brings up Quixote. 0 for 4. On the ground to first. And Colorado will barely hang on. And we have got ourselves a Game 7 in Colorado. Oh, mama. Stanton Rosenberg, your player of the game. Fix the series score, baby. Game 7. What it's all about. Rombo with his 13th save. If he saves this game, that's 14 of 16 games saved. Of 16 wins. Which is, that's nigh unbeatable, man. 14 fucking saves. Beating the record by 3. If he gets there. He's already got 13. Obviously, the Rockies fans would love to see a 14th save. I think they would rather see like a freaking 8-run lead. I don't think that's going to happen. How deep are we deeping? How deep are we digging? Chris Riggs, 0-1 with a 3.42 ERA. Julian Lewis, 2-0 with a 2.73 ERA. Rockies 7-4 at home. Rangers 7-3 on the road. This is it for all the bacons, bits, and beans. Strap in, kids. It's game number 7. Baileveld's on fire. Mosher's on fire. Oh boy. Here we go. There's Julian Lewis, 2-0, 29 2/3, 27 hits, 9 runs, 8 walks, 23 Ks, and a 2.73 ERA. Jeff Graff, he was 0 for yesterday. I'm sure he'd love to change things off the hop. Get ready. It's Been a while since we've had a Game 7, I think. For all the marbles. Graf lifts one into right, but directly at Iker Mesa. He had to walk one step to his right. Out number 1. Quixote, he was also 0 for 5, I think, yesterday. These lefties at the top of the order are going to have to do something for Texas to win this game, I feel. Well, flying out into foul territory. Well, not foul, but right in front of third base. A liner in the air. Not going to do it for Quixote. But number 2, Hugo Santos. High fly ball into center field. Grabbed by Gamble, a 1-2-3 inning. Chris Riggs, 0-1, 26 in the third, 10 runs, 8 walks to 28 Ks for a 3.42 ERA. Bob Majerus to lead off. Puts it into center field. Hauled in. Number 13, I guess. But the center fielder, Mong. Mesa now batting second against the righty. I think he was batting second against the lefty as well. That's a full count walk. And it looks like it might have scraped the top of the zone. But he gets the call. He is the walk machine, so not surprised he got defaulted. That brings up Bielefeld with a man on. This could be 2. They go to second for 1. I don't think they're going to have enough juice to get Bielefeld. They don't. He hustles it out. So 2 away. Brings up Theodore Holtree. He plays first base against righties. Got a 1,054 OPS. 48 at-bats this postseason. He's had some big homers for his team. This might sneak through. It does. It gets under the glove of the second baseman. Rounding for third is Bielefeld. He's not stopping. And Holtree, because they throw to third, able to come up behind. And it's second and third with 2 down. That'll allow Liam Wallum to the plate. He takes a walk. That brings up Liniger, who I think is... No, why did he switch from the left to the right? Why does the game sound so loud all of a sudden in Colorado? Bases loaded for Walt Liniger. It might be Lininger. Oh my god, I've been saying his name wrong for centuries. Walt Lininger. I'm sorry, bro. Have a hit to make up for it. No, instead he strikes out. A massive strikeout for the Rangers. Go 0-1. W.C. Mosher. That home run in the bottom of the 8th yesterday. Really helped his team, though. It was too little too late. Can he get going early? Hard grounder to his counterpart at first. Masterfully snagged by Theodore Holtree for out number 1. Here's Galvez. Little squibber in front of the plate. He's not very fast. And he does not beat out the throw. That brings up Fratana with 2 down, nobody on. On the ground to first. Holtree with another nice play. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the second. Mitch Carson leading off. Watches strike 3 on the outside corner. Leon Martinez. He goes down swinging. Third K of the day for Riggs. Now Dan Gamble, the number 9 hitter, still nursing that sore shoulder. Rips one into left. That's going to go all the way into the gap. Big outfield's here in Colorado. He's going to round second. He's going to think about third. Here he goes. Throw in. Not in time. And a 2-out triple for Dan Gamble, the number 9 hitter. That'll roll the lineup over to Majerus. He gets Majerus swinging. 4th K of the day for Biggs. Gets him out of mini jam he got himself into. Julian Lewis returns to the mound. Only 20 pitches through 2 innings so far. Segra will lead off. 7, 8, 9 due up. Segra on the ground, hard to short. Carson easily handles it and throws him out for out number 1. The handsome Manga. High and deep. It's floating. It's back. It's gone. Texas opens the scoring with a handsome Mong opposite field jack into the third row of seats. Fans stun locked. Not pleased with that one. Mirandi Rojas, 9-hitter catcher. Over the short, Carson picks it up. It's got a great arm. Easily will throw out Rojas for out number 2. Top of the lineup, Jeff Graff. That's lifted into right, but he did not get enough of it. But 10 feet in front of the track will be hauled in by the right fielder, Iker Mesa. Here he is up to bat now to lead off the third. That's ripped into center, but he didn't get enough of it. On Baylevel, but the base is empty, just how you want to see him if you're a Rangers fan. Goes down swinging. Riggs dealing 5 Ks now. Gets Baylevel. Poultry with a weak grounder to second. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Chris Biggs. 2-3, 1-0 on 1 hit for the Rangers, 2 hits for Colorado. Goose egg for them. Quixote to lead off. Third for Texas. Little blooper into center. That is going to fall in front. Couldn't throw it any better. And a leadoff runner on board. Quixote finally, I think he broke like an 0 for 9 slump or something there. And he can run. We'll bring up Santos to the dish. There goes the runner, but the throw down! It's game 7, baby! And Leon Martinez ate his Wheaties and said, off my base path, son. Lead off, sorry, not a leadoff runner, but the runner is erased. That'll bring up W.C. Mosher. He shoots one into left, right at the left fielder out there. Why can't I think of who that is? Who the fuck is out there? Oh, it's Wallum. That's why he's a platoon guy. More hot chocolate. Speaking of Wallum, he'll lead off the 4th for the Rockies here. They trail by 1. That's a little blooper. That's going to land. A little seeing eye single of their own for Colorado. That'll bring up Lininger. High in the air to center field. He hauled in by Mong for out number 1. Carson now. Throw over to first. They just about pick off Liam Wallum. Throw behind Carson. Carson fouls one over in the third base territory. That's going to be out number 2. Leon Martinez. Grounder to second. Weird hop, but nicely played by Ratana. For out number 3. Top of the 5th. 5-hitter John Galvez to lead off. That is ripped into left, but they were playing him in the perfect spot, but Wallum made it interesting somehow regardless, but does make the catch. The first out, here's Ratana. 0 for 1 on the day. That's a lazy fly ball on the infield to his counterpart at second for out number 2. Segra now. Again, in for the injured Skinner. Takes a 2-out walk. That brings up Mong, who had that solo bolo in the third. Ripped into right. That's going to go all the way to the wall. A nice bounce off the top, though, and played perfectly. Terrible cutoff throw, though. And the runner will score. Wow. Fans are pissed. Iker Mesa played that about as perfect as you could off the wall and then just about airmailed it into his own dugout, allowing the runner to score. I'm not sure what the hell that was. Nerves, I guess. Texas takes a 2-run lead. Runner sits at second for Rojas. High and deep to right. Does it have the legs? It's gone! Mirandy Rojas has shown up. I shit on him in game 1 and 2, and he's hit pretty well since then. That gives his team a 4-0 lead. That's it for Julian Lewis. 4 2/3. Fans are apoplectic as their team goes down 4 runs at home in game 7. Cliff Zhang into the game. 2-0, 9 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, 7 Ks for 1.93 ERA. Jeff Graff, top of the lineup now. Goes down swinging to end the inning, but not before 3 more runs for Texas. Colorado needs to show some signs of life here. I think we're in the middle of the order. 9-1-2. Dan Gamble to lead off here. Riggs, 74 pitches. He is getting up there. He has been dealing 5 Ks and 2 walks to his name. Now stakes to a 4-run lead. Gamble goes down swinging 6 Ks for Chris Riggs. Top of the lineup, Ichabod Majerus. Lifted into the left, but didn't get enough of it. But the ball bounces in front. The throw to second might get him, though. Oh, my goodness. We got to see that one again. Bit of a misplay out there by Galvez, the rookie. Took a weird route, overran his route, and then it dropped in front. Actually, he might have taken a smart route to save a, well, it ended up being a double anyway. I thought he might have saved a ground rule double, but the runner ended up at second, so it was kind of moot. Regardless, that is a 1-out double for Majerus. Iker Mesa with a chance to make up for that terrible cutoff throw. That's not going to do it. That is sky high on the infield. Hauled in by Quixote for out number 2. Baileveld now with the runner on base. He's 0 for 2 on the day. On the ground to his counterpart. No, he's the DH, excuse me. Went over to first. That'll end the inning. Nothing for the Rockies. Cliff Zhang comes back up to pitch at the top of the 6th. Got to deal with 2, 3, and 4 here. Samuel Quixote. Lead things off. That is high and deep. Does it have the legs? That is exactly where Mirandy Rojas and Hansel Mong hit it. That fan has caught 3 balls now. It's 5-0. They're rolling the champagne into the Texas locker room, and they're starting to polish up the trophy. Santos. That is just a little blooper up the middle. Nothing going right here for the Rockies. Time to sacrifice the goat. Get out the doll. Anything you can do to turn around your fortunes. W.C. Mosher. That's lifted into left. Should be out number 1, and it is John Galvez. Runner goes. No chance, dude. Leon Martinez has got an absolute cannon today. That is the 2nd runner thrown out. That makes it 2 out now for Galvez. That is lifted into right. Whoa! Behind the back catch. As it must be windy because the runners are taking strange routes to the balls. All right, bottom of the 6th, 12 outs remaining in the Colorado season. To come all this way to fight back in Texas to force a Game 7. They haven't shown any signs of life. Theodore Holtry has had some big home runs and hits for his team throughout the postseason. I think they're going to need one here to get things kicked off. Chris Riggs stays in the game. And that will do it! Holtry with a no-doubter inside the foul pole. And he gets things kick-started getting Colorado on the board. And that just might wake up the beast. Riggs at 87 pitches, definitely looking gassed. Don't see a reason he needs to stay in this game. It's game 7, man. What are we doing? What are we saving bullpen arms for? Liam Wallum now up to the plate. That's up the middle. Nice grab by Ratana. He knocks it down, though. Doesn't quite get a hold of it. An infield single for Wallum. That brings up Walt Lininger. He's 0 for 2. Nobody out still. Riggs still in the game. Lininger lifts it to right. It's just a generic fly ball for out number 1, Mitch Carson now. If ever you needed a guy to bust out of a slump, this is it. He's got the cold symbol. He's batting 178 for the postseason. Need this guy, the longtime Rocky, the once huge prospect. Took an absolutely devastating injury in his first year in the league and has never been of the same caliber. The defense stayed, the bat did not. And he gave his team a big hit here when they need it. No, just a lazy fly ball on the infield. Route number 2. That brings up Leon Martinez. He's had a great day behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. Jim Hovakamp into the game now. So 5 2/3 for Chris Riggs in line for the Game 7 dub. Hovakamp pitched well yesterday. Coming in after the 8th run, I believe. Giving his team a chance to come back. They did slowly, but it wasn't enough. We will get out number 3. Rockies are on the board within the salami spread. 6 hits apiece, but 5 runs for Texas to 1 for Colorado. Cliff Sand continues to pitch for Colorado. Gabriel Ratana leads things off. He's 0 for 2. That's a weak runner to his counterpart at second. Lininger easily throws him out for number 1. Back up third baseman Bob Segra. Done a commendable job. That's high into the gap, but going to be enough time for Gamble to slide it on under for route number 2. Hans Lamong opened the scoring in this game in the third with the solo bolo. He opened the floodgates, so to speak. Here he is with 2 outs and nobody on. On the ground to third. Over to first in time. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 7th. We got it? The ball game. Tried. Hovakamp comes back out. A 9-1-2 due up. Dan Gamble. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Colorado needs base runners. That's a little bloop into right field. Gonna drop in front of Mesa. And that's not Mesa. That's Santos. And they have a runner. Dan Gamble runs really well. That brings up Majerus. Oh, excuse me. 884 OPS. I think he's more of a lefty masher. Let's see if he's got anything in the bag of tricks. Ripped into center. That's going to go into the gap. All the way to the deep hole. Gamble rounding second. Rounding third. He's going to score. No, he doesn't. Oh, it's so loud. Why? Sorry if I'm deafening you guys. Fucking crazy loudness. Gamble respecting the arm of Ratana, the cutoff guy. I don't think he has a very good arm. Never mind, he's got a pretty good arm for a second baseman. And knowing that his team is down by 4, you do not want to run into an out there. Very heads-up play by Dan Gamble. That allows Iker Mesa come to the plate. Again, he had that off-keel throw that allowed a run back in the 5th. Can he make up any with the bat here? A bases loaded walk at the very worst time. If ever there is a man you do not want to see step into the box with the bases loaded and nobody out, it's Erickson fucking Bielefeld. Hovakamp in a lot of trouble here. Bielefeld, he's been clutch in pretty much every postseason I've seen him in. Has he got the hit in him? High and deep to center field. No, he got under it enough. Gamble will tag up. Runner from second. Also tags up, but my God, I thought he tied the game. Oh, 20 feet in front of the track, hauled in though. That's a run for Colorado. They trail by 3. That means the tying run comes to the plate in Theodore Holtry, who hit a solo shot in the 6th to kickstart the offense. One swing away from a tie game. Probably the second last guy you want to see right now. Runner goes to second. I guess they take the double play out of it. That's Iker Mesa. That puts a base open for Holtry, but it's already 2 strikes. Don't think they're going to pitch around him now. Probably going to go for the K. And that's ripped into right. Runner tags, but an insane throw on the fucking money. Bullseye to home plate from John Galvez, putting the fear into Ichabod Majerus. Wow. Nothing cooking. Liam Wallen, 2 for 2 on the day. On the ground to short. Picked up by Quixote. Throw to first. Is in time. Holy shit, I thought he was going to get an error there. But no. But Colorado does pick up 1. Of course, bases loaded, nobody out. You want more than that. They have 6 outs remaining in a 3-run deficit. Cliff Zhang comes back out to the mound. Randy Rojas had that 2-run jack back in the 5th inning. There's a grounder up the middle. Carson snags it over to first in time. Jeff Graff, 0 for 3. I think he's 0 for his last 9 or 10. Takes a 1-out walk to allow Quixote to come to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a home run today. Runner goes. Armstrong. Cotton candy and does not throw the runner out. He's now in scoring position for Quixote. They just go ahead and give him the free pass, and Cotton Candy get the double play in order. Hugo Santos. That's lifted into center. Should be out number 2. Runner not going to have enough room to tag. W.C. Mosher. 2 on and 2 out. Ripped down the first baseline. That's going to sneak through. Here comes Mesa. Going to be a play at the plate. No, Mesa decides to go to second. Another runner rounds. They wheel the champagne into the Texas locker room. They're putting up the plastic. It's 7-2. Edward Stanley into the game. That's a high fly ball carrying. Good night. They've taken the trophy out and putting it on the wheels. 9-2. Colorado is just folding. A 2-out walk. Ratana just takes second base for fun. That's kind of an asshole move, to be honest. There's really no need for that. That'll end the inning. Bottom of the 8th. 7-run deficit. Colorado needs all the magic they can muster. They need to huff that sweet high-altitude air and get something cooking. Luis Montoya comes out to pitch for Texas. He's terrible, but you've got a 7-run lead, I guess. That is lined out straight to Ratana at second for out number 1. Javon Walker. Ripped over into right field. That will land for a 1-out single. Yeah, Martinez. That's That's lifted high into center field. It's floating. It's going. It's gone. Hold the phone, says Leon Martinez, who's had a hell of a game behind the plate. Now at the plate, it's a 5-run deficit, and it's not over till the fat guy said so. Dan Gamble, a 9-hitter. They are rolling around at the top of the lineup. If they can string some shit together. Of course, we're going to see max backs if this game gets close. Gamble right over to the first baseman. We're out number 2. Top of the lineup in Majerus. Need something majestic at this point. No! Rain is beginning to fall! Are you shitting me? Fuck off! Majerus deep in the hole at short. Quixote over to first in time. That'll end the inning. Top of the 9th. Edward Stanley stays in the game. Hansel Mong. That is ripped into the gap. Curves into the sign out there. Stiff bounce. He rounds for third. And he is thrown out at third base. Getting greedy. Will it matter? We'll find out. Mirandi Rojas watches strike 3. That brings up Graff. 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, not 0 for anymore. 10-4. 10 runs on 10 hits for Texas. 4 runs on 10 hits for Colorado. Fans thought there might be some hope. Quixote now with 2 down. Grounder to second base. Here we go. 6 runs is the magic number. Iker Mesa to lead things off. Luis Montoya stays in the game. Mesa lifts it into center field. All did my mom for out number 1. Erickson Bailaveld with the bases empty and facing a lefty. Just how you want to face him. That is up the middle. I think he beat the shift there. Theodore Holtry, again, also in tough, would have to commit a lefty on lefty crime to keep the train rolling. That's not going to cut it. That is a infield fly ball to the third baseman. Colorado down to their final out. The trophy rolled into the dugout of the Rangers. Champagne all opened up. Plastic put up. Liam Wallum is the only thing that stands between Sam and his first SCS championship in the sky. In the air, caught by the first baseman, and the Texas Rangers have won the SCS. And with that, we will go to the Champion's Choice that I was hoping to play right off that. But of course, my OBS is a piece of shit. Enjoy a snippet of the Champion's Choice. Song that this might be the most annoying Champion's Choice I think I've ever heard. Enjoy a snippet.
For ages, hands up and come on, get with it, get with it, get with it. Pump the brakes, I'm not finished. I'll bring you home in a minute. Shake the hips on the back door. Shake the hips on the back door. Any more lip, but you've got to go, 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 go. Hands up and come on, get with it, get with it, get with it. Pump the brakes, I'm not finished. I'll bring you home in a minute. Shake the hips on the back door. Shake the hips on the back door. Any more lip, but you've got to go, 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 go.
What a fucking song. The song is called Simmer Down by Casper Walsh. I guess he's an Irish rapper of some kind. I don't know. I think we better take the trophy away from Sam for that one, man. Yeah. Oh man. Funny that Kiefer had queued up a song by Joe Walsh, so both Walsh singers. He had Rocky Mountain Way queued up. That would have been a much more tasteful Champion's Choice, I must say. But let me update this. There we go. 4-3, a game 7. I'm just happy it went to 7, man. The league parity is looking hot. I love 7-game SCSs. That is where we shall call it the MVP for the SCS. WC Mosher. Wow. All right. That's not who I would have picked, but game's on crack apparently. No problem, fellas. I have fun. All right. That'll do it. I'm going to work on the file. It'll probably be roughly an hour. And there will be some changes posted in the polls and info channel for the upcoming season. Nothing too crazy, but we are going to make some adjustments based on feedback and feelings and whatever the fuck I want to do, because I'm the king. So eat shit, and I'll see ya on Monday for the draft lottery and to see who gets fucked over. Congratulations, Sam. Welcome to the Winners Club. Heck of a ball club. And the NL finally gets one. Gross, but not as gross as this song that we have to play for the Champion's Choice on the outro. I would apologize, but I would also rather punch Sam in the face, because it's gross. Bye!
Simmer down, let me know to the backside. It's so important to me. She do me many sexual favors. I fell in love with the cake. Don't you know I'm a 5-star? Young flare. Hit the floor and get funky. I never need no funding. I get cash in abundance. I got cash in abundance, cash flow. Big Mula mantra. Big Mula, baby. Everybody calling me friend now. Sorry, friend, you had a chance. Soon as I win, they call me. Women, they on me. But they just gone betray me. So fucking get on me, get off. We dig that down, she wants seconds. Sorry, love, I've been meaning to tell you. You fell in love with a menace. Call me number on any occasion. We can make an arrangement. Baby girl, you're the one that I need. I've been waiting for ages. Hands up and come on, get with it. Pump the brakes, I'm not finished. I'll bring you home in a minute. Shake the hips on the back door. Any more lip and you've got that go. Hands up and come on, get with it. Pump the brakes, I'm not finished. I'll bring you home in a minute. Shake the hips on the back door. Any more lip and you've got that go. Simmer down, let me know to the backside. It's so important to me. She do me many sexual favors. I fell in love with the disco, disco. I fell in love with the disco. Hit the floor, get funky, flick that pump, handful of bumpers. We got the party jumping, enter the place, I'm pumping. Hit the floor and get funky, disco. We forgot her name, but big fake rack is the number she saved under. Looks cool with her makeup on, you don't wanna see her with her makeup off. Oh baby, that gave me away, walking radicals. Baby, meet me on the dance floor, ain't got no plan for her slumber. She caught me every name under the sun, except for babe and daddy. I don't want to end up a baby daddy. Don't know about you, I'm a hustler. You in the lobby. She took it back to the hotel. There ain't no way I can go to bed with you. You got no funds for that. I get paid for that. Magic alone, no shame in that. Money packed up in a paper bag. Okay, let me see. I can't leave until I count my stack. Hands up and come on, get with it. From the front to the front to the back. From the front to the front to the back. From the front to the front to the back. From the front to the front to the back. From the front to the front to the back. Hands up and come on, get with it.